Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. So, you want to hear about the puppies? As you have probably seen, I uploaded a little clip of them in the group chat. Um, Alex and Theta. Like I said, Theta is for Theta Bara because they share a certain eyeliner um, look. um, Sorry, I'm so tired. Like it's been a long week. They're like 4 months old and they're very active because they're 4 month old puppies. And I'm just very tired. um, that said, it was a great call to get two of them instead of just one because we would all have been just completely prostrated by exhaustion if we had to like deal with a single one, the energy of a single one by ourselves. So it's good that we got two. It is good that we got two. They're really close. They're litter mates, and they're really close to each other, and they're like they play all the time, and they're like stuck to each other all the time. They're almost always together. Um, it's going pretty well cat wise. Some of the cats are still on strike. They're just like, what were you thinking? What even? How can you? Um, but like Polly, for instance, is just like, she just doesn't even care. She's just like, whatever, I guess. They go in and Polly spends most of her time in the kitchen. She has like a spot in there that she hangs out, and they just like go in and like flop down on the floor next to her, like they're they've got it pretty well sorted out between them. Um, they they are dealing pretty well with the cats. Theta doesn't really bark or like try to like play with the cats or run after them or anything. Alex barks at them sometimes, and um, he not so much now, but when he like first came, he would like sort of try to like run after them, not like in an aggressive way, not like he didn't want to like catch them and hurt them or anything. He just wanted to play because he was like, "Ooh, what is this weird creature?" And they were like not having it, understandably. Um, so that went pretty badly. Pouncy took great exception to that. Pouncy is our smallest cat and uh, very, very much like the epitome of the condensed meanness theory. She has she is our smallest and our most attitudinal cat. Um, she is little, but she is fierce, and she really was just like not not going to deal with this whole dog situation. And so now she has decided to just, you know, she has she smacked them, well, she smacked Alex in the nose um about he chased her on day 1 and she was in too much of a snit to have anything to do with anyone for all of day 2, and then day 3 she came in and smacked him in the nose. And now he's like, why is she so mean to me? And she likes to sit, there's a box in like near the front door, and she likes to sit there. And every time he walks past her, which he has to do to get anywhere in the house, because like that's sort of the like that room is where everything radiates off of. So in order to get anywhere, he has to walk past there, and so then she like sits there and intimidates him and you know is like acts like she's gonna whack him. Um, so other than that, I mean, it's going pretty well. Um, Pouncy's really enjoying herself at this point. Peter has also started really enjoying himself because he discovered that he can hide underneath one of the chairs and leap out at the dogs and scare the dogs. And so that's now it's gone from like, Alex, don't scare the cats. Don't chase the cats, Alex. Now it's gone to like, Peter, don't be mean to the dogs. Peter, stop scaring the dogs. But it's going fine, well as can be expected. Um, they're all getting along pretty well so far, knock on wood. Um, yeah, it's not looking like it's going to be a problem. Um, let's see what else. They are extremely smart to a somewhat unsettling degree. Um, Theta, the first time we got her out of the car, mom went to get them and brought them home by herself. So I met her out at the car and to help her bring the dogs in, and um, we put the leashes on them to get them out of the car and walk them to the house because the front yard isn't fenced or anything. Um, and well, we got about 4 or 5 steps away from the car, and Theta tried to take the leash away from me and walk herself to the house, like with her own leash in her mouth. And I thought, oh, how funny! Like they must have like walked her a lot on leash. She must know a lot about like walking on leash. She already knows, and she wants to do it herself. And no, it turns out that was literally her first time on leash. She took like 4 steps and was like, "Oh, I understand this. Let me do it myself." And then later on that day, um, I don't remember now. This was like a week ago, but for some reason we had them on the leash still. We hadn't taken the leashes off. We were in the house and we were trying to keep Alex in the living room. We were trying to keep both of them in the living room, but Alex kept trying to escape to the other parts of the house. And so we kept saying, no, Alex, and putting him back. And she finally was just like, Alex, you are so dumb. And he tried to make a break for the other room, and she grabbed him by the leash and brought him back and made him sit back down, which was very funny. Um, Also, this is a very odd thing. This is an extremely odd thing, and I don't know how this is going to go. Um, but they they were outside puppies before at the people that had them before they didn't keep them in the house, and so they weren't housebroken or anything. And they immediately figured out like how to ask to go outside and all of that kind of stuff. But there's a problem in that the door that goes outside is not in view of where anyone is normally in the house, and so sometimes we don't know that they're at the door asking to go out. Um, and then also, just this is very new to them because they have not been housebroken before. And also, they have bladders the size of thimbles. I mean, I do not even like, I just, anyway, so we're having a certain amount of accidents happening, particularly at night. When they have to hold it for a long time and like nobody's awake, or um, nobody's awake at least for stretches of time. Um, so at some point they figured out themselves the bathroom, um, and started taking themselves into the bathroom at night. And then extra weird, there's a litter box in the bathroom, and they started trying to use the litter box. They figured it out themselves, and they started trying to use the litter box, only the litter box is too small because they are puppies, and they are, considerably larger than the cats. Um, so we caught them both of them today, in particular, trying to use the litter box on multiple occasions. And so we have a litter box that used to belong to our largest, crankiest cat, my mom's cat Spock, who was like 20 pounds and was had arthritis and thus did not want to use a small cramped litter box. So we got this like massive litter box. Um, and so we put that in there, and we're hoping that that will solve the overnight problem if they can like sort of maneuver themselves. It's big enough for them to sit in. Um, in fact, when we put it in there, they both went and got in it together and like laid down. There's enough room in it that, as small as they are currently, they could lay down together in it. So we're hoping that that will alleviate the problem, at least for the moment. Um, I don't know how that's gonna go. This is all entirely their thing that they just came up with themselves. So I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, if it works, I seems like a good plan to me. Um, so yeah, it's been a week, a very tiring week, but uh, they're really good puppies. They're really they're really smart, and they're really like want to do stuff. They want to do the thing that you ask them to do, whatever that is. Um, and they're very bright, so like they're pretty good at kind of figuring out what you're what you want and trying to figure out how to do it, although sometimes they approach it from really strange angles. Um, we got them some chew toys that they're very happy about. They make weird noises, which is unfortunate. Um, but, good luck finding a dog toy that doesn't have a squeaker in it. Um, and we got um, like head harness things like halties. Um, so we haven't those just arrived today. We haven't had a chance to like actually test them out on a walk or anything yet. So we'll see how that goes. I have previously used head halters on other dogs, and they work really well. Lennon loved it so much, like thought it was the greatest. Would freak out when you got it out, and knew how to put it on himself. Like he was better at finding where the nose loop was in it than I was. So hopefully they enjoy them as much as he enjoyed his. Um, so yeah, it's been I'm very tired. I have undergone a lot of physical activity this week, just in terms of like chasing puppies around the house and going outside with them and stuff. Like it's been a lot of walking. Um, but you know, they're very cute. So I've been talking like a long time, like 13 and a half minutes. So I guess that's it. There's nothing else. I don't have room in my brain for anything else at this point. Like I'm so tired. And they're so they're very they're a lot. So, they're very like everybody's still kind of getting used to everything. So it's just taking a lot of energy on everyone's part. Um, but the puppies seem really like they are having a great time, so I feel like that's the most important thing. They seem very happy. So, that's good. So, at some point, I will try to get some better video and some more video because everybody likes puppies, right? Um, but it's it's hard to get video of them because like if you try to get video in the house, it doesn't come out because there's not enough light. The house is just the lighting in here is not great. Um, and if you try to take video of them outside, they're just running back and forth, because they're puppies. And so it's very difficult to get video of them that looks like anything. Um, so, you know, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I hope that everybody is having a good week. I hope you are all well rested. Um, and I love you, and I will see you next week. Don't forget to be awesome.